Test week is coming up next week, 25th. That means our 12-week program is up. All your hard work and efforts that you've put in now coming on to this week. If you are new to the gym, don't worry at all. You can still come to the classes. There's alternative exercises there for you. So the first part of our test will be our barbell clean. We've been working on this now for the past 11 weeks. If you are comfortable, we are going for that full barbell clean, catching in that squat. If we are newer or not so comfortable with our barbell clean, then we will take it into a power clean instead, so catching with a quarter squat. Extension at the top, make sure that we are bringing the hips up to the bar and we're not early bending the arms. Make sure that we've got the clips on the bar. Alternatively, if we again are new or haven't done a barbell clean before because we haven't been coming on the Mondays, we can just go back to last program and do our barbell front squat. So keeping that barbell in our front rack, resting on our shoulders. We can also go for a crossover or a zombie squat again if we are new, on a 1 to 3 rep max. Strict press for a 1 rep max. You want to make sure that that barbell is set up properly first, shoulder height, so that we take the barbell safely off and we don't have to go up onto our tiptoes before performing that rep. That the elbows are in front of the bar and not pointing to the wall behind you. As well, we're bracing the core, squeezing your glutes. You've got a solid stance so your feet are not too close together, and then from here, pressing up, barbell directly over the top of the head, so we're pushing that head through at the top. If we start to arch and bend that lower back, then we'll just stop from there because safety first. Always try to control that barbell down and put it back on the rack. Be cautious of the space around you. When your partner is lifting, make sure that you're not directly behind them, because if they do fail that rep, then we don't want that barbell falling and hitting you. Our barbell deadlift. First thing we want to think about when we're doing our barbell deadlift is our setup. So we want to make sure that we're keeping those feet set underneath the bar, so just above the laces, toes facing forwards. Then from there you'll start to perform your rep, hinging at the hips first, so sending the hips back, keeping the knees behind the toes, so we're not squatting down, we're keeping that nice flat shin, and then from here press the floor away, bring the hips through and then up to meet the bar. You want to keep that barbell nice and close, so moving in one straight line and not bringing it up and around your knees. You've got an option to do a mixed grip. A mixed grip is where one palm is facing forward, one back, and then it's locking the bar in position there. So once the barbell hits the floor, you reset and then you go straight into your next rep. You don't want to see an arch in that lower back, so you're not keeping tension here. So you want to pull the shoulders back and down, locking that spine into position, and make sure you're keeping that core engaged, pressing the floor away and moving up as well. Bench press, this is one of my favorite lifts. Make sure that that barbell is set up to the right height. We don't want it to be too low. You don't want to add an extra bench press in there before you've even started. Thing is our bench, making sure that that bench is set in the middle of that bar, in the middle of that frame, so we're not off to the side and then we're going to knock the gym all the time. My feet are planted on the floor. They're not going to move at all. I want to keep my power press through the floor. My hamstrings and my glutes are active. My barbell about a thumb distance away from where the soft and the rough bit meet on the bar. Then I'm going to take the barbell off and pull it over my chest, pushing my shoulders back and down into the bench so that I'm active in this position. Again, keeping those feet flat on the floor and not moving from there. I'll then perform the rep, bringing it all the way down to the center of my chest. Inhale, exhale, and press. If you're someone that's squatting, your partner has got a big load on the bar. You're then going to help lift the barbell up. You'll let them know that it's their bar, they've got it. Yep. Then you'll go down, form the breath, go down with it. And then as they start to shake, leave it for a second, see if they're going to press it, and if not, it starts to go back down. You'll then help them lift the barbell up. Back squat. Another thing to think about with our barbell back squat is our setup, the same as every single barbell movement that we've been doing on the frame. We want to make sure that our barbell, again, is set up roughly around shoulder height, so that when we step through and take the barbell up, we don't have to step back onto our tiptoes. If we've got a very heavy load on that barbell, we might trip and fall if we're going up onto our toes. We want to plant our feet solid on the floor. Grab the barbell about thumb distance away, take it up onto the back. Elbows back, shoulder blades squeeze together, so we're creating a nice sort of cushioning a shelf for ourselves there. What we don't want to do is have that barbell resting on our neck and pushing our head forward, because then that will mean our lower back is not engaged and we can't brace the core too much. Take the barbell, we're going to take one step back. That's all you need to do is take one step back. Make sure our feet are planted in the floor, that weight is in mid-foot again, we're not rocking back onto the heels or up on our tiptoes. Brace first, we'll send the hips all the way back and down, making sure that we're getting the hips lower than the knees, and then from here, exhale, press to stand up. Try and think that you're holding your breath going underwater, and then as you're coming up, exhale at the top. Make sure to not exhale at the bottom of the squat and keep breathing out as you stand up. You want to still brace at the bottom of that squat. So all the way back and down, a couple of reps, hitting the bench, and then we can remove the bench and go for our squats then. Veil the squat properly and how to spot someone. Taking the barbell off, coming back, squatting down with them, so follow in their squat, and then you can go from here. As they start to struggle, you can either lift the barbell up with them, or you can help push their lower back in, so then it helps them stand. How to bail a back squat, you're struggling, and from here, make sure you move and then just drop it backwards. As you drop the barbell backwards, take a step forwards just in case it bounces. Our 1 rep max chin up. If we are not, we've got the options to add the bands in. Slowly start to take the bands off as we go. Pop the band around the top, making sure that it's in the center of the frame. If you're slightly smaller, you can add some plates underneath. You want to make sure that your fingertips are just underneath the bar that we can then hook on. Arms are facing towards us. From your rep, make sure you pull up, engage your lats first, so you're doing a little shrug, and then from here you'll get your chin up and over the bar. It'll only count when that chin gets above the bar. Full extension at the bottom, so coming all the way down. Once we're comfortable with our banded chin ups, then we'll take the band off the bar and perform the same thing, body weight, but again getting that chin over the bar. Once we're comfortable with our body weight, we'll add a dumbbell, or we'll use the belts and add kettlebells on your feet. So or you can, if you're partnered up with somebody, your partner can just hook it into their feet, and then again you'll perform your reps, chin all the way up over the top of the bar before you come down. This one we're building the weight for 1 rep max chin up. On your movements for test week next week, we've got our 1 rep max barbell clean, we have our 1 rep max strict press, we have our 1 rep max bench press, 3 rep deadlift, 3 rep back squat, and then your 1 rep pull up as well. These will be everything that you'll be testing next week, split into 3 days. So I mean Monday, Wednesday and Thursday, or Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. It's up to you. I would suggest coming 3 days. If you are going to come for more, then we'll be doing the same movements, just split up into smaller, more manageable sets. Just make sure to put your scores into Wodboard, so that when it comes to the next 12-week program, then you know what you should be lifting, what your percentages are. As it is test week, guys, and we are working in that maximum load, we want to make sure that we're getting here nice and early, getting a good warm-up in. We'll try to do a little bit longer warm-ups and cool-downs in the session, make sure that our bodies are prepped and ready to take on that heavy load. I mean, knowing what you have lifted before. If you haven't done a PB before on the lift that you are doing, then every single rep that you do is a PB. So celebrate your wins.